Hi, thanks for watching. I wanted to share a recent trip I took to Solomon's Island on Labor Day weekend. I headed out of Herring Bay. It was a light conditions, flat bay, and ended up motoring most of the way into the evening as I headed south with a beautiful sunset. After the sunset, though, I was able to take advantage of some good wind and ended up sailing for the last third of the trip. I didn't capture any video footage, but it was a nice sail. Actually got a little choppy when I rounded the point, Drum Point, where I anchored at 11 p.m. It was a weird occurrence of events because that morning I learned Jimmy Buffett passed away, which was very sad for any sailor. I didn't know what to make of it. It's interesting, the connections your mind makes, but I found it really kind of beautiful, actually, like to do this trip and anchor out and then be greeted by this beautiful sunrise, even though a legend had passed away. So I headed into town, into Solomon's Islands harbor, where I tied up at a pretty divey little restaurant, and there was no one around, so it was early in the morning. And so I figured I'd walk around town. There were some nice spots to check out, some quintessential Chesapeake Bay shops and restaurants. And after my short walk, I headed back to the boat. So I figured I'd take advantage of the favorable conditions and go back home. It was really just, more about the wanting to do the trip than exploring the town for me. I'm leaving Solomon Islands. I came in last night and I anchored right over there along that cove, Drum Point, and then I went into town and poked around a bit, squatted on a dock for a couple hours in the morning, and now I'm just headed this way to get a good angle on my attack back to Harrington Harbor North. It's 12 o'clock. Should be there around like 6 or 8 p.m. So see how it goes. Yeah, I was able to go downwind, wing and wing for most of the trip back, but ended up furling the jib and using the main. Made pretty good time with a strong southerly wind, maybe 15 knots, and the gusts, and that put me back home right before sunset. I was tucked away in the slip.
Season my veins, my tradition remains.